We have breaking news on ABC 17 News right now. The UN Board of Curators is meeting, and right now Bowen Loftin is at the podium. Let's hear what he has to say.
Doing what he did. A very tough young man, a very focused young man, a very intelligent and forward-looking young man. So we owe him a lot. I have decided today that I will transition from the role of Chancellor of the University of Missouri, effective the end of this year, and move into a new role where I will work with many people across the university and with the system to advance our research mission at the University of Missouri. Over the last several years, thanks to the leadership of our Provost, Garnet Stokes, Hank Foley, the Senior Vice Chancellor for Research and Graduate Studies, and many others, we've made great progress in aligning this university to become the very best it can be in terms of research for a land-grant institution that continues to serve the people of Missouri as its primary educational public university, as well as a leader in doing the kind of research that really impacts the people of this state, this nation, and the world. So I'm pleased to be able to move into a role where I will be working to assist the campus community in developing the kind of research facilities it needs to support our extraordinary faculty. We're blessed today with great faculty who do world-changing research each and every day. Our goal is to be able to enhance that faculty ability to do that research as well as grow that faculty. And we're all along the process of doing that, but what we need today is great facilities to provide them the place for themselves, their students, their colleagues to be fruitful. And so that'll be my role, in part anyway, beginning January 1 of next year. That's all. Thank you.
Is there any other business before the board? Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Okay. Thank you.
Somebody, would you call the roll?
Curator Covington? Yes. Curator Cups?
Yes.
Curator Graham?
Yes.
Curator Henriksen?
Yes.
Curator Phillips?
Yes.
Curator Snowden?
Yes.
Curator Steelman?
Yes.
Curator Stewart?
Aye.
Okay, all votes in favor.
Okay. The meeting is adjourned. We will commence the press conference immediately. If anyone wants to leave, I'll give a couple minutes for the room to clear, and then I have a statement, and then I will be available, and President Wolf is available to answer questions. So.
Well, what you're looking at here now is the UN Board of Curators having a rare public meeting. They are doing this in front of media, in front of the public, on live television here. And you just heard the Chancellor say he'll transition out of his position, Bowen Loftin, and January 1st. This is one heck of a day for the University of Missouri and the university system, actually. Let's listen in again to Mr. Cups here, who's on the board.
And earlier today, you heard from Tim Wolf that he had decided to resign his position as the University of Missouri president. This was a very difficult decision, and as a decision that Tim Wolf made, that he put the interests of the university ahead of his own personal interests. Tim Wolf was not asked to resign. Tim Wolf did this because he felt like the University of Missouri needed to heal. And speaking for what Tim told us is that he did not believe that this university could heal as long as he served as president of the university. I would like to thank Tim for his service. I would like to thank Tim for the accomplishments that he's made. He's brought great efficiencies to the university that were not there when he arrived. He has brought strategic planning to a new level at the university. All of these are accomplishments that he should be proud of. These are challenging times. things. I'm a Missourian. I graduated from a Missouri elementary school. I went to high school in Missouri. I came to the University of Missouri in 1974. This institution, the 4 campuses of this institution, are the greatest asset that this state has. For myself, the members of the Board of Curators, for Tim Wolf, for Chancellor Loftin, for others, we want to do the best thing for the university. We want the best for the students. We have a national image to protect and to enhance. We want to give everyone the opportunity to receive an education, no matter what walk of life they come from, no matter their color, no matter their minority status. Students come here with the expectation that they will have an exceptional learning experience. Parents send their children to our 4 campuses with that same expectation. It saddens me to learn that some have experienced discrimination and acts of hate directed towards them. We must provide a safe environment for all of our students, our faculty, our staff members, and I can assure you that the Board of Curators and the administration take that responsibility very seriously. The situations that have occurred the past few months have been eye-opening for us and has required us to look very deeply at ourselves. As board members, we took an oath to uphold the duties and responsibilities necessary to protect this university, to protect the 4 campuses, to protect our students, our faculty, and our staff members. For some of our students, some of our employees, we may have failed. For that, we apologize. And we have resolved that we will attempt to do better. It's going to take a lot of work. As part of that, we will be appointing a president, a new president, an interim president as soon as possible. That, as President Wolf said, that he felt like we couldn't heal as long as he was there. Chancellor Loftin has announced that he will transition January 1 to a passion of his to lead research actions on the MU campus. I would like to thank both of them for their service. The problems that we've experienced cannot be blamed on President Wolf. It can't be blamed on Chancellor Loftin. It's got to be blamed on all of us. It's the fellow students that say things that they shouldn't or do things they shouldn't. It's faculty, staff, employees that do not do what they should do. We all have to, as board members, we have to examine ourselves. The administration at the 4 campuses, they have to examine themselves to ensure that what we are doing is the right thing, that we're treating everyone as we would wish to be treated. We're announcing, and you will receive a press release in a few minutes. There are a number of items that we are announcing. I will briefly go through them, but I may not give you an fully inclusive list. But the one thing that I will tell you is the Board of Curators will not tolerate hateful activities on our campuses, period. We will not. Today, the board is announcing a series of initiatives which include a first ever Chief Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity Officer will be appointed for the University of Missouri system, with accountability and metrics that will be established for the position going forward. There will be a full review initiated of all University of Missouri system policies as they relate to staff and student conduct. And let me assure you that there will be conduct that will be unacceptable and will not be tolerated. Additional support will be provided for students, faculty, and staff who've experienced discrimination and disparate treatment. Additional support will be provided for hiring and retention of diverse faculty and staff at all of our 4 campuses. We will create a diversity, inclusion, and equity task force to develop both long and short-term strategies, plans, and metrics for the University of Missouri system, with campus-based task forces to develop diversity, inclusion, and equity strategies. We will ensure that each campus of the University of Missouri system has a Chief Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity Officer that is reporting to the chancellor of that campus. We will launch a program of education that will include members of the Board of Curators, the President, administrative leadership, followed by broader faculty and staff training, specifically on the MU campus, which has been the subject of much of the publicity. There is now in process a process in place to obtain external diversity, inclusion, and equity consultants. In fact, the interview process is being done, either if it's not already taking place within the next week. The Chancellor Loftin has already implemented mandatory diversity, inclusion, and equity training for all faculty, staff, and future incoming students. And we will continue to the comprehensive review of the student mental health services to ensure that students that our students are referred to the most appropriate resources for their needs. We aren't going to solve this problem overnight. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to move forward in the future, and we're going to solve some of these problems, if not all of these problems, in the future. We cannot change the hearts of individuals, but hopefully we can educate those individuals so that they will change their own hearts. And if the University of Missouri can do that, then we've accomplished one of our great purposes. Thank you. We will take questions, both President Wolf and myself.
Some of the members of the Concerned Student Rank 1950 group said that they wanted to meet with you and with the System Faculty Council, you being the Board of Curators, as soon as possible. Do you plan to meet with them in the near future?
I've just been concentrating on getting through today. As you know, the university system is made up of campuses, and we go through campuses and then up to the Board of Curators and through the university system. I believe the Board of Curators is more than willing to meet with any individuals, any groups, at the appropriate times and places, and I would suggest that as soon as it would be scheduled, we would meet with anyone that wants to have a meaningful discussion.
You mentioned that we have an image to protect and enhance. Can you talk about, on several levels, can you talk about how the potential of losing money and also the potential of hurting recruiting both of black athletes and black students at large, how much that plays into the talks and discussions about what should happen?
It didn't come up.
The recruiting of black students and what the image that protected did not
No, sir. I think the question that you asked me was the losing of money and the losing of students. The discussion, I think, was, are there inappropriate acts that are taking place, and there are inappropriate acts taking place, and trying to find solutions to prevent them from happening in the future.
But was there also concern that this would hurt your ability to get black students to come to this university, either athletes or just students at large?
That was never discussed. I am, and I think I'm speaking for the board here, we're concerned for all of our students. And we're concerned that our campuses are a place that is inviting and safe for everyone. And, you know, the color, the economics, the other minority statuses, we want the University of Missouri to be a place where everyone comes, they feel welcome, they feel safe, and they have the opportunity to move forward and to succeed in life.
Mr. Wolf, can you specify when your resignation is effective and what the terms of that are, please?
Yes, I can. My resignation is effective today. We are working together with the board to find an interim as soon as possible.
Is there a specific timeline other than as soon as possible?
As soon as possible. We're in conversation. There's no more specific date than that, just as soon as possible.
How much of a factor was the action of the football team on Saturday night in playing out in the event today? How much of a factor did that affect your decision to resign today?
None.
None at all.
Then were you going to resign anyway before that happened?
Yes, I was considering all the implications of what was happening on our campus. Again, this decision was out of love. I mean, I love this place. I grew up in the town, went to this university. Unfortunately, this university is in pain right now. It's in disarray. And it pains me. And it just didn't happen in the last couple of days. It's been progressive. And I talked this morning about the degree of this, and it needs healing. And the first step in healing was my resignation, which was the right thing to do.
Okay, you're hearing there from Tim Wolf. Now, well, his resignation is effective today, he says, as the system president. And also you heard from Bowen Loftin. We all did. As he said, he will be transitioning out of his role as chancellor on January 1st, fewer than 60 days away. And right now we've learned Hank Foley, the MU senior vice chancellor, will be taking over as interim chancellor for the MU campus. Now, of course, a lot of moving parts here in this story. We have reporters all over campus and taking a look at all the angles. We'll have the latest for you coming up within about 10 minutes on ABC 17 News at 5 and also online at abc17news.com.